Hi, this is Manal. Welcome, 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 welcome to today's live stream. Today, I'm going to be covering a topic which affects all of us at some points, some aspects of our life, and I'm really quite excited about it. I think there's going to offer a lot of insight that will help a lot of us to really shift our perspective and have a wider and more compassionate understanding of your human journey and your desire for success. Until then, I'll just say a quick thank you while everybody's entering the room. Thank you for everybody that has been following me, supporting me, inspiring me, and really enjoying the generosity of so many people, and really encouraging me during all of my live streams, my meditations, my talks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those of you that are new, thank you for being here today. Really excited about today's topic. And today's topic is about success and our desire for success and inviting success. And the beauty is, as for those of you that know my work, what I really enjoy is understanding that everything that we have a desire for, there's a complementary lack of desire. And sometimes we're conditioned to think on more of that lack than that desire. And so what I do is really celebrate the gift of resistance, because the gift of resistance allows us to understand, oh, there's something that I desire, and instead of shifting it to, in this case, fear, let me shift it to another lens, which is actually, in this case, success. So today we're talking about overcoming our fear of failure and inviting success, because ultimately many of us are looking for success in different ways, in different areas, in different aspects of our life. It can be with relationships, family, significant other, partner, our children, might be in our careers, it might be academically, might be financially. Usually there's 4 categories of what we're looking to really excel and success in. But many of us, underlying that success or that desire for success is actually fear. Fear of failure, fear of not achieving, fear of not being good enough. And sometimes there's a fear of actually attaining your desire, because it won't put you in struggle or suffer, and you might have been conditioned to feel that and not take pleasure in it per se, but be comfortable in it. And so today, through our meditation, we'll move into becoming aware and understanding and connecting and ultimately acknowledging that the fear is leading us for a greater desire, appreciating, letting go, and surrender. And again, I'll say that a bit slower. I have a 5-step process that I take us through in all of our meditations. Sometimes we might skip through 1 or 2 depending on the significance for that particular topic, but really is becoming aware of your physicality, your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs. There's 4 areas of our body that I celebrate: the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body, and the spiritual body. The spiritual holds our beliefs and our ideals and our identity. The mental body is where we process and think. The emotional body is where we feel. And the physical body is our physical being, our physical feeling. So it really is about, 1, become aware of what's going on in those 4 dimensions. And resistance occurs when there's misalignment within any of those 4, between the 4, beliefs with beliefs, thoughts with thoughts, emotions with emotions, or beliefs with your physical. I believe I should be here, but I see myself as here. Boom, that's resistance. Step 1, let's explore resistance. Let's explore, in this case, our fear of failure. Let's explore fear. And we're going to do that without overindulging, but really by being a third-person observer and just looking at ourselves objectively and really dissociating from a lot of the feeling, and let us feel what the fear looks like. Invite that fear like a connoisseur. Enjoy that fear. And by enjoy it, it's take pleasure that this fear, we're using it today, and we will learn to use it perpetually to tool you, to calibrate you towards your greatest desires. So number one, we'll become aware, feel it, taste it, smell it, feel it, hear it, see it, recognize that it exists, and not add fear to fear, add curiosity to fear, welcome to fear, inviting the fear, recognizing the fear, being present with your fear. Step one. Step two, we're going to look at acknowledging. There is a deeper meaning to every resistance. This resistance, whatever flavor it is, and today we're looking at the flavor of fear, is a calibration, a tool to help us all direct us to our greatest desires. At the end of the day, there typically is a lowest common denominator of greatest desires, of the desire for love, happiness, bliss, joy. We can call it many different things. Sometimes I stay away from the word for love because the love sometimes has been distorted from our conditioning life, but it's love, happiness, joy. The second deepest desires of what we all have is worthiness, for us to be worthy. And that might be to be felt, to be heard, to be seen, to feel and be worthy. And at the end of the day, all of us have been conditioned to have different varying beliefs, feelings, sensations, thoughts of our worthiness. But what I'm going to lead us all to is that we are all worthy for being ourselves. We are all worthy for just being. But we have preconditioned beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and judgment about our worthiness because of conditioning that we have picked up in this human journey. And it's about detangling from that and coming back to a place of recognition. Oh, I am worthy. He is worthy. She is worthy. We are worthy. We are all worthy for just being ourselves. And that the purpose of our life and the purpose of this journey is to be and to acknowledge and honor our worthiness. That's number two. And number three, freedom. We are all here also to celebrate, experience, and sense our beautiful sense of freedom. And this freedom sometimes is called security. It's called being capable. It's being able to make choices, not feeling controlled. So it's labeled in different ways, but ultimately it is freedom that we're all looking for. And the same premise that I gave from worthiness is that we may conditioned and be conditioned not to feel free because of our careers, our jobs, our family, our friends, money, our needs. But at the end of the day, if we define freedom as our ability to believe as we desire, to think as we desire, to feel as we desire, and to be as we desire, we are all free. So step one, we'll acknowledge our physical beings, our sensations, our feeling. Today we're focusing on fear. Step two is acknowledging the deeper desire. With fear, typically, it could be actually either worthiness or freedom that you're ultimately, sometimes it's fear of not being happy. Could be one of the three. You are going to find what your truth is. Could be one, two, all three. But when you open yourself up to acknowledging the greater message, you will find the answer. Maybe immediately, or maybe later when you invite it. You've already invited it, but a time that's best for your highest good. Three, after becoming aware, after acknowledging the deeper meaning, three is invoking your command center, your heart, and celebrating, loving, appreciating every moment that has gotten you till now. Appreciating the fear, because the fear was a tool for calibration. Appreciating all of the situations, everything that you're in, because it's a gift to have you to the point that you're at. And it's the gift which is ultimately what I believe is the meaning of life, growth, and expansion. It has allowed you and enabled you to grow and expand to this point. And that's why a lot of people, after having one of their most traumatic issues of their life, whatever it could be, illness, death, accidents, divorce at times, people will say, I've grown so much and I've learned so much. And those are extreme cases of resistance that allowed people to grow and learn and identify their desires. But we can also have those small flavors of resistance that we can celebrate that says, wow, this fear actually led me to recognize I wanted to succeed in life, and I overcame my fear, and I invited success, and look at what is unfolding on my day-to-day basis. And that comes from invoking your heart, the command center. Step 4 is one of my favorites. It's letting go of all of the resistance, because now that it's done its job, now that it's guided you towards your greater desires, you can let go of it. Just let go of it. And it's sometimes you do it physically, sometimes you just do it and you're acting like it's physical, but don't really need to touch it. Sometimes you breathe it out. But now that you have become aware of the fear, you acknowledge you actually desire worthiness or freedom or happiness, you appreciate where you're at, and you no longer look at it with resistance, but you look at it as your opportunity for growth and expansion. It's just really easy to let go. And sometimes it could be immediate. Again, one of my greatest concepts is let go of the concept of time. Let's not measure based on time. Let's measure on our growth and expansion. Let go of the concept of time and let go of what you can now. And you should feel, no shoulds, but I trust you'll feel lighter. And if not, just go through the process again until you can let go. It might be all at the one time, or it might be incrementally, and invite whatever is best for your highest good. And step 5 is ultimately what I also believe is that we're all looking for at the end of the day in life, which is surrender, allowing, flowing, and ultimately believing that there is a higher good. There's a deeper meaning. There is a universal something. You may call it the universe, you might call it God, you might call it your inner being, you might call it source, you might call it anything, but there's a bigger purpose in that trust that the best will always unfold and your highest good will always unfold at the time that is best for your highest good. And this surrender brings so much peace and serenity, and allows us to allow and live in life at the state of being present and being in acceptance. And getting to the point of surrender is so beautiful. So that was a very long preamble. We'll move into the meditation. I was also going to talk about needs, wants, thoughts, and beliefs, but I'll do it in the next live stream because I think it has some powerful insights. So let's start. For those of you that know me, I love starting with 3 breaths because it cleanses us and allows our brain to know that we're going into a different place, and just slowing things down, going as an observer mode, moving into being. So we'll take our 3 breaths. And for those of you who've already have your eyes closed, keep them closed. If they're open and you want them open, go ahead. If you want them closed, go ahead. And let us start with our first breath. Take a deep breath in. And release. Take a second deep breath in. And release. Take a third and final deep breath in. And release. At this point, let's start with becoming aware. Become aware of something that you desire. Might have something to do with a relationship, your career, success, your body, your health, financially. Just feel into your desire. and start to get the flavor for that desire for success, that desire for bigger. And then tap in to see whether or not you can feel any flavor of fear. Your fear might just be apparent to you, and you might not even need to feel into your desire for success, but just feel into the fear. Fear that you're not going to be able to provide, perhaps. Fear that you're not going to be successful in your career, academically, in a relationship. Fear for your children, a partner, yourself, your health. Just really tap in. Don't overindulge in any thoughts, beliefs, feelings, emotions, but really just look that there might be associated with any desire for success a fear. I'm going to pause to give you the opportunity to explore. Wonderful. And at this point, let's dig a bit deeper. As I indicated in the preamble, everything has two sides. Your fear is associated with a bigger desire. Your desire for success, your desire for worthiness, your desire for freedom, desire for happiness and love. Invoke your senses, and you might just know, might come from you from seeing, from hearing, from feeling. Just really ask yourself, what is my fear guiding me towards? What is it calibrating to me towards? What is my greatest desires? What is it I ultimately want? Give you a moment to pause. While I pause for you to explore what your deeper desires are. What is it really that your fear is orienting you towards? I will pause. Wonderful. Now at this point, after becoming aware of your fear and acknowledging and connecting with your deeper desire, this is the point to invoke your command center, your heart, and really appreciating the gift of your resistance, appreciating the gift of fear, appreciating your desire for bigger, for more, for success, for freedom, for worthiness, for love, and really recognizing that it's taken every moment and every feeling and maybe some extra fear for you to orient towards your greatest desire. And just celebrate this moment, celebrate the journey you're on, celebrate that you're doing your best every moment, and that you are exactly where you are meant to be. So I'll pause while you just take some time to love on yourself, to appreciate yourself, to celebrate yourself, your journey, and everything that you have experienced and are experiencing to this point. I will pause. Wonderful. And at this point, let go, let go, let go. You have the opportunity to let go of all of the resistance that you connected with. This resistance has served its purpose. It has oriented you towards what your deepest desires are. It has oriented you closer to your authentic truth. It has oriented you towards yourself, your truth, your authentic self. So take a deep breath in and release. Take a second deep breath in and release. Take a third and final deep breath in and release. I'll pause a shorter moment if there's any vibrational cleansing you want to do or letting go that you want to do within yourself. I'll just give you that moment to just connect with letting go, releasing, 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 and enjoying the beautiful process of release. Wonderful. And at this point, I invite you to invoke surrender, allowing, flowing, being, trusting that there is a higher good, there is a higher meaning, and that when you're in alignment with this, that you can trust that your highest good will always unfold. You can trust that time is no longer relevant and that everything will unfold at a time that is best for your highest good. And in this case, it's about letting go of anything that does not serve you because you're in alignment within your physical, your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual being are in alignment, which allows you to surrender, to flow, to be, and to allow. I will pause one final moment to allow you connect with surrender, to allow all of these concepts to recalibrate into your body, and to invite any further intentions that you may have. Wonderful. Take a deep breath in of freedom. And release. Take a deep breath in of love. And release. Take a deep breath in of worthiness. And release. I thank you for being here today, and just allow all of these concepts to recalibrate as the day unfolds. Don't hold on to any judgment, any shoulds, any woulds, any coulds, and just enjoy being, and just enjoy the flavor of all of the emotions that you have that are ultimately here to guide you towards your highest desires. I have many meditations, talks, and courses on Insight Timer and my other channels that are here to help you calibrate towards your truth and ultimately find those three things: freedom, worthiness, and love. And with those three things, everything you desire will unfold, and nothing you desire is really important because you have everything that you need to really embrace a beautiful, beautiful life. So I invite you to follow me. For those that do, thank you for your inspirations. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for creating with me. Thank you for generosity. I hope to see you all again soon. I celebrate your journey. I celebrate you. I celebrate our communion. Thank you. My love, always.